We'd like to welcome you to Inside Casting. My name is Bill Nance, and I'm the owner of Bill Nance Casting here in Los Angeles. We do extras casting, or for a better term, the background artist term that I like to use. And today we're going to talk a little bit about that. It's our pleasure also to have with us today Michael Nance, who's an actor from Chicago, and he's going to ask me some questions about what I do.
Thank you so much, Bill. First of all, I want to thank you so much for just being here today.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure. I appreciate you offering me the chance to be here.
Thank you so much. What would you be doing on a Sunday? Since we are on a Sunday afternoon, what would you usually be doing today?
Well, usually on the weekend we try to relax.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you try to catch up from the long week, the long hours. There are personal things that I do. But what people may not realize that many times on the weekend we're also working. We're catching up with things that we have not completed during the week, or we're prepping Monday's schedule. So sometimes if we're very busy, which we are right now, the weekend is a time that we catch up with the work or start prepping, believe it or not, the work for the next week.
Oh, wow. So when you say prepping, could you go a little bit more in depth about what prepping actually is?
Well, usually when we read the scripts, we're given shooting schedules. So let's say if it's a day coming up this week where I need 500 people, let's say if that's going to be on Tuesday, well, you can't wait till Monday to start all of the final preparations for that. You're actually prepping it the latter part of the week before. Again, you don't want to do it too early, because it could all change, and we have to always be aware of changes in our business. Yes. So when the weekend comes, we're getting closer to that Tuesday. So we're kind of starting the work, laying in the preparation of it, and then making the final touches on Monday. So it kind of segues into what's happening on that Tuesday. It's doing the legwork, if you will.
Oh, of course, of course. Now, myself, being an actor, and I'm sure anybody else that's out there that's an actor, would like to know, who is Bill Nance? What does Bill Nance do? What has he done before getting to this point now where we're sitting here at this time together?
Well, people often question my last name. It's probably the most often thing that I'm asked, is that really your last name?
Right.
And what's quite ironic with that is that I was a dancer professionally. So I have to deal with that double kind of meaning of who I am and what is my last name. So it's a real name. And in fact, I studied dancing at the age of 3, and then I continued to dance where I started working professionally, when I was over 18, and, did work in New York and out here, a lot of television work and Broadway work. And so that was my start as a dancer. Wow. And I think it's really an integral part of what I do, because being a dancer, you have technique, you have to study, you have to perfect your craft, detail. It's going back to the technique of the demi-plie and building on a technique to where you create not only the discipline, but the composition of what you do.
Absolutely.
So if I'm putting together a call now, people often ask, well, what tools do you bring to what you do? Well, I bring the element of a dancer, where you start from the beginning, the element of detail, the repetition, the simplicity of it. It's a technique that you build into, and once you build those building blocks, leads to the preparation of the performance, or if you will, the call on the set that we actually put together. Absolutely. So it's like a painting. It's like a dancer's movement. It's the composition, the detail, the nuancing, if you will, the black and white, if you will, of the whole situation. And I think that's given me the incredible pain level, the pressure level. It's given me, I think, basically the stamina to do what I do. Because when it gets tough and you're under a lot of pressure, what do you draw on? You draw on your technique. Absolutely. And if something is not working, then you have to go back and go, okay, let's go back to the beginning. What is going on here? And when you go back, you study the various steps that you took to get there. And then sometimes you'll see the mistake. Or it gives you the element of being a human being, that, okay, what can we do to correct this?
Absolutely.
And so I think being a dancer has given me a lot of discipline to do this. Most definitely composition.
Oh, yes.
When I'm putting together a painting, if you will, in a movie, what is the composition of that painting? What is right about it? What makes it move? What dance is there, if you will? And what you've put together in terms of people.
Absolutely.